What we've got is the 2000 XR number 2. With the help of the old decommissioned 1991, we're in the process of transforming it into my kind of adventure. I'm just about done with the wiring. It has turned out to be an extensive wire job, kind of like no stone unturned. I've had to address just about every terminal. I've got a few more things to do near the battery box, and then fill it with oil, make sure the oil pump's primed, and then start putting the tank and side covers on. We're just not days but hours away from firing up. I'm very anxious to fire up.
Another day in the shop, too many rides here. Today we're gonna get the oil pump primed. Make sure it's primed. Maybe it's already primed. When I put it in, I tried to fill the oil pump with oil. We're gonna fill the tank and the motor, get an oil filter inside here, and then make sure it's primed before the thing gets started up. Okay, the parts that we've got on hand here. Got a brand new O-ring for the cover. I have a better cover than this, but I got to take it off of that motor. So I'm just going to put this one on temporarily. I've got this side glass for the oil filter cover, which I purchased in October of last year. And I did some research about it, and people who have put these on have had leaks. I assume it's between the glass and the CNC aluminum. So I don't even want to put it on and waste my time. Got a set of oil filter cover stainless bolts that we're going to put on in place of the originals that came on the bike. We've got our old spring out of there, and we've got a new Honda brand filter. So we should be good to do this job. Like I say, I want to replace this O-ring. Not that it's bad, but let's just get a new one on. And some stainless steel bolts and washers here. For good looks, stainless steel stays pretty clean and good looking. So we'll put those in. We've got an empty frame and an empty motor. So I'm going to put a quart of oil in each. GTX 1040. I've been using this oil for almost 50 years in bikes. Before they even had GTX T formulated for motorcycle clutches. And I've had real good luck with it, no problems. There's a lot more different oils out now that people like to use on XR600s, but I got so many bikes that I like to standardize things. I've got oil for bikes. Here it is. I used to always use 2050, but in order to standardize, I'm using the 1040 4T, 4-stroke transmission. It's got the Tri-1 technology. That's for a trouble-free ride. I want to put a quart of oil inside the motor. Okay, now this is like above and beyond normal. I'm going to try to put some oil, as much oil as I can, inside the oil pump. because I have to kickstart this to get oil flowing, to make sure I've got oil going to the top end. I've had both right and left side covers off this motor and put a new oil pump in there because it was wet sumping. So you know how the oil filter goes in. Got to have your spring in place here. Then your oil filter, rubber gasket side out. And your fresh cover, oriented properly with the notch towards the back there. So in order to prime the oil pump, we're going to kick the bike over with the banjo loose up until we get oil running out of the banjo bolt above here. And I'm just trying to corral some of this so it doesn't drip down all over into places where I have a hard time getting it off the motor. You might say it's a funnel, but it's not. It's more like a chute. So we're expecting it to drip right down below here into my chute. Go ahead and loosen the banjo. Doesn't have to come out, just want enough for oil to be able to seep out of it. Okay, so nothing yet. We have to fill that whole oil filter cavity there. These bikes are tall, I can't get off it. Okay, so nothing yet. We have to fill that whole oil filter cavity there. So we're going to try to help this by pressurizing the tank, pressurizing the oil available to the oil pump as we kick it over. That's the next thing. There we go. Oil up top. See it running down now. It's right up to there. If you're getting oil there, you're surely gonna get it at the top end really soon. Oil up top. You're surely gonna get it at the top end really soon. So we'll go ahead and tighten that back down and clean up the mess. Get oil in there. Knowing I got oil on the way. But if you've just put a new oil pump in, then it is dry. Get oil in there. Priming the thing. Alright, so we'll clean this up and move on. Get oil in there.